Hey guys, what's up? My name's Chopper, and welcome everybody to a brand new video today here on the channel. Now, closing in on the end of 2019 and getting into 2020, we have a lot to break down for what's coming with content in PUBG. Just the other day, a minor update was released to the game that is going to be laying groundwork for the future updates to come. So we're going to be breaking down that update, what we're going to expect in 2020, and even a brand new confirmed map. So we'll talk about that in just a minute because there's honestly quite a lot to break down there. But if you guys end up enjoying the video, then please make sure to go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. Subscribe if you're new, of course. It's the best way to stay up to date with all of my videos, and especially getting into content for PUBG in 2020. Everything you're going to need to know will be featured here on this channel, so make sure to go ahead and subscribe and stick around. Now, the start of this season for PUBG has been pretty interesting. We got Miramar refreshed, which was supposed to be one of the biggest drops as far as content. We also got the addition of the spike strips a little bit later on, and we even got a pretty big overhaul to Vikendi, which I would argue again is bigger than what we got to Miramar, interestingly enough. And now we find ourselves here in December, when we're supposed to be getting at least one more major update for this month. This seems to be the way PUBG is going to be updating from now on. We're going to be getting one big patch a month, along with maybe some other minor patches for balance fixes and or bugs. And also, as it turns out, a lot of these minor patches end up laying the groundwork for the bigger ones to come. So for example, we got a small patch the other day that actually updated the store, and I want to show you guys everything that was included there. If you log into PUBG, you're going to notice that the PGC background is gone and is now been again replaced with the original Miramar background that we got with the drop of Season 5. But if you head over to the store, what I find interesting is that we have some brand new Christmas skins called Seasons Beating. And if you couldn't already tell, all of these items, including the weapon skins, are all Christmas and holiday themed. And I think they look really sick, actually, especially the Kar 98 skin. But anyways, what you're going to notice about this shop is basically everything else that we had previously, like last week, is gone. All of the battle stat skins, the streamer stuff, and even a lot of the exclusive crates have basically just been deleted from this store and completely yoinked out of it. Now, you can also notice that you're going to be able to purchase this gingerbread costume, which looks identical to the one from Shrek, and I will not be convinced otherwise. You can purchase all of these holiday skins separately if you like, and they also have their own exclusive crate that's basically a peppermint costume. And so these are all of the things that we can find in the shop at the moment, but everything else has been gone. You know that's not typical of PUBG. There's going to be something to fill that up, but the question is, what is it? To me, this seems to be a very clear sign that the next update is going to be a pretty big one as far as content in the shop is concerned, and also probably a lot of other things too. Hey guys, post commentary Chopper here. It looks like as I was editing this video, the skins that I just mentioned, the battle stat and streamer skins, are actually still in the item shop. They just were momentarily removed when I went to go record these holiday ones, so I don't know how much longer these are going to be around, but since they are making room for new ones, maybe they don't have that much time left on them. Either way, all of the skins mentioned above, including the holiday ones, are available in the shop. And anyways, back to the video. Now, some of you guys may know, if you've been playing PUBG recently, about the disc system. This is essentially where the entire community across PC and console is able to collect these boxes in game that have a different version of a disc. And basically, these are added up between the community as a collective in order to unlock rewards for us. Now, these rewards range from anything from parts of cutscenes, such as the Miramar cinematic that we're getting, as well as some skins and even images you can see right here. The interesting thing is that it seems that PUBG significantly lowered the amount of video data that we need to collect in order to get these rewards. Apparently, we just weren't collecting these things fast enough, so in order to get through all of the rewards on this scale, they needed to lower it dramatically. My question is, because they have parts of a cinematic trailer in this kind of reward bar, even if the community per se doesn't reach this goal for whatever reason, are they even going to release this part of the trailer? You know what I'm saying? I feel like no matter what, if this Miramar cinematic is part of something bigger, which we're going to speak about, then they kind of have to release it in one form or another. At the moment, we only have two parts of the cinematic totaling about a minute into the trailer, and we don't know how long in total that's going to be. I'd probably predict around maybe 3 or 4 minutes. And I'm not entirely sure if PUBG is going to lower the data requirement in order to get these things, again, to match the pace in which the community is collecting them, because I honestly notice a lot of people not picking these up in game. So if you happen to see one of these boxes that contain these discs, pick them up. There's no reason not to. They don't take up any inventory space or something like that. I think a lot of people just don't know what they are, and that's fine. It's not the player's fault. I just think this was maybe not made super clear about why you should be collecting these discs in the first place, but we have a lot more rewards coming for this. But I think it's important that we get the Miramar cinematic, I guess, on this scale as soon as possible because of the reasons we're about to talk about. Now, I want to give a big shout out to the Datamine Discord. These guys always do a really great job of finding stuff a little bit early for us to speak about and kind of theorize on before it comes to the game. I'm gonna have their link down below in the description. But something that was evidently recently discovered by the Datamine Discord was this image of a map right here. Now, don't go too crazy yet. Obviously, we know a new map is coming. That's not even really debatable at this point. And what you can tell from this just by looking at it first glance is that this is extremely early concept, right? This isn't even probably in its own alpha stage. As far as game development is concerned, this could be literally anything. Here on this channel, we've shown off a lot of examples of early concept images of maps in PUBG. You know, we've shown off early Miramar, early Vikendi, even early Erangel. But the thing is with this is like, this isn't even up to those standards. This is something I'd probably see out of like my 8th grade history book. So if it's so kind of early concept and not that big of a deal, then you might ask yourself, well, why am I bringing this up? Brian Corrigan at PUBG recently tweeted this. He said, I'm going to need new nails next year, and he has an image on a wall of all 4 of the base PUBG maps, and that along with the caption, it's pretty obvious he's pointing towards a new map is coming so that you can hang that up along with those ones. But if you only looked at this image, you might get the idea that a entirely brand new map is coming. But if you look at his own reply to his tweet, you might get a bit of a different idea. He says, yeah, one fell down this morning. Dodgy construction if you ask me. Maybe I'll just replace the nails with drywall anchors. So now whatever we thought we knew is maybe not accurate. Something suspect is going on here. Now, I told you guys earlier in a previous update video that I would expect us to know what new map is coming by the end of 2019 or at the start of 2020. It looks like it's about that time, but now with all the evidence considered, this gets a lot more messy than it was. So let's take a look at all of the evidence we have right now. What conclusion can we come to? We have the new map that was data mined, this small image, and it's really hard to make out exactly what this is supposed to convey. We have Brian Corrigan tweeting about how a picture fell off and how he's going to replace it. We also have Forex, which we know is related to Miramar Refreshed, but not exactly it. We also have a full community challenge to collect data to get a Miramar cinematic, which by all visual standards seems to indicate a full Miramar remastered. And we had Erangel remastered recently, which was proof of concept that this sort of thing works and was a major success for the community, so it would only make sense to capitalize that on your next map. Now, a lot of people in the community are thinking that during the Game Awards, which are coming up very soon, December 12th to be exact, that PUBG is going to be revealing whatever this new map is there. Some people I spoke to think that PUBG is going to unveil their Team Deathmatch mode at the Game Awards, but to be quite honest, if that was the big deal that they were saving this event to do, I just don't see that happening. I don't see them doing a grand reveal of a side mode to the standard Battle Royale being that big of a deal to do at an event. If they're going to do anything, it would likely be a new map, and if it's not a brand new map from scratch, as these seem to suggest, then it's probably going to be a Miramar remaster. Now, I think I can say 2 things for sure. If the next big brand new map is indeed Miramar remastered for the Battle Royale mode, then this is going to be announced probably by the end of this year, and we're going to be playing it still within this season, maybe in patch 5.3, which is the next update, because I don't imagine them waiting until Season 6, as Season 5 is essentially the season of Miramar. However, if it's not what we're expecting, it's not anything to do with Miramar, and 4X is maybe something we've never even talked about, then we would probably end up seeing this in early 2020. This starts to make more sense now that I think about it. Because Miramar Refreshed was so underwhelming, I think that's safe to say, like, I guess we wanted more out of that. It was a nice update, but I think we expected a bit more impact, especially for the start of a brand new season. Maybe Miramar Remastered just simply wasn't being developed, and this was sort of a placeholder for us while they get the rest of that ready, and they wanted to save their big unveil for a big Game Awards show. This is the theory I'm running with right now. I think that Miramar Remastered is probably going to be unveiled at the Game Awards, which I highly highly encourage you guys to tune into, because probably something is going to happen there, whether we expect it or not. With all of the current evidence we have, this seems to be the most likely theory, and whatever this concept map that we just talked about in this video seems to be today, I don't even know it's going to be related to Miramar Remastered. For all I know, this could be a team deathmatch concept mode that we're going to see later on the year in 2020. Whatever it is, it still looks very unfinished, so it's probably going to be a little bit before we get confirmation onto what's actually going on here. It's possible they're trying to scale the data collection so that we'll have the entire Miramar cinematic basically as they unveil the Miramar Remastered, to kind of hit two birds with one stone. Once we have all the rewards from the community challenges, assuming we get there in time, would you guys like to see another one of these implemented into PUBG? And also, what improvements would you make to this? I feel like this was a very good idea in concept, although I wouldn't necessarily split up a cutscene as a reward. I don't think that's necessarily conducive to how they should drop that, just my opinion. And also, I don't think they made it very obvious that collecting these boxes in game of these discs was actually a reward. A lot of people just leave them behind because I don't think they know what it is. But I think there's a lot of improvements to be made, but I think it could be good in the future for whatever new content they're going to do. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That's what we can expect going into probably the rest of this month in early 2020. I think a new map is going to be unveiled, and again, Miramar Remastered seems to be the most likely option. But if you guys have another theory, then I would love to hear it. Any opinions that you guys have on whatever we covered in this video, and let me know in the comment section down below what you think of the new map. If you guys ended up enjoying the video today, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are brand new so you stay up to date with everything regarding PUBG. I'm going to keep you guys up to date as much as possible going into 2020. Also, if you haven't already, open up the link in the description. Go follow me over on Twitch, where I'm going to be streaming from now on. I'll see you guys over there. It's a really good place to hang out, and I love interacting with you guys. And once again, thank you so much for the recent support on the channel. You guys are absolute legends. I don't know exactly how to convey to you how grateful I really am to have supporters like all of you guys who let me be in this position that I am. I'm very fortunate. So seriously, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video today, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys in the next live stream or the next video. Have a good one, and peace out.